Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, once again, 3 in a row, we've got another Monkish Brewing that was sent to me by Kyle. This is Adios Ghost, and that is a triple IPA, guys. I don't have a lot of information from any of the sites here. Untapped has it listed at 10.2%. No ABVs are listed. This is sent to me by Kyle, and he writes, Monkish Adios Ghost, a 10.2% ABV, triple IPA with Citra hops. This is their first batch. Brand new beer from these guys. They said they fit a lot of ABV in the can. Well, it doesn't tell us what the IBUs are, but the ABV is 10.2%. Big beer, big boys beer. Drink this one at home unless you got a designated driver. And since they released everything out of the brewery and it's not getting into distribution, I don't know if they sent any kegs out to any of the bars or brew pubs or anything like that. Not sure. And he also writes that he could taste a little bit of the alcohol in this one. And it was $24 for a 4-pack, and it's sold out. Just about like everything these guys produce. Sells out. So unless you go to the brewery to get it, you're not going to get it. So, with that being said, let's get on with this one and see what we have here. Today is the 28th of December. I don't have a commercial description here on Untapped or Beer Advocate. They both have the ABV correct. So, let's see what it brings to the table here, guys. Let's pop a top on this bad boy. And I love it when they have a plain Jane silver can and they just put a stick-on wraparound label. They're not paying for any fancy graphic artwork or anything like to go on the cans. They're concentrating on what's inside the can than putting a lot of silly-ass graphics and artwork on the can, which is useless to me because I'm going to throw this can away. Whether it had a stick-on label on it or it was a silk screened or printed up can. I don't save these things, guys. Some people do. I do not. With the amount of beers that I review, Lord have mercy, I would fill up a warehouse if I saved everything that I got done. I've had people ask me, do you save these? No. If you want them, I'll send them to you if you send me the money to pay for shipping. But I'll throw these things away, guys. I don't save any cans or bottles or anything like that. I don't have room for that. I'm not interested in that. And I like it when these breweries don't spend a lot of money on that and concentrating on spending the money on the ingredients and the beer that's inside the can or bottle. So, this is a triple IPA. It does have a canned on date right on the corner here. Did he tell me? Did I tell you when that was? No. But it's got the beer in it. I'm not going to tilt it up. I will tell you what that date is when I pour it out. So, ooh, look at that. Cloudy beer, looks like a New England style. Let me jump over here and tell you this computer is acting crazy. It's updating. So while I pour this, I will tell you the cuisine is barbecue, cheese is pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Your stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, Limburger. The meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glass bar snifter, tulip, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite tulip glass. And of course, Beer Advocate says you can sell all these beers. Don't do it. That's why they put the date on it, so you drink it fresh. Yeah, drink it fresh. Don't sour it. Drink it as fresh as you can get your grubby freaking hands on it. It's going to taste the best knowing that, guys. So, right down the middle, no head, orange juice in the glass. This has definitely got that orange juice color. Some of them are a little thinner, like it's mixed with grapefruit juice and stuff. This looks absolutely like orange juice in the glass. Outstanding color. Let's get it to the nose. I don't know how they differentiate between one beer and another, other than the ABV or the different types of hops they've used, but most of them have that same aromatic aroma and profile. Wow. Very citrusy. Oranges, pine, grapefruit, pineapple, mango, oranges, peaches. Smells absolutely freaking awesome. Now we've done 3 monkish beers in a row. They've all looked pretty close to that same color. All of them have been New England styles. These guys have definitely jumped on the bandwagon as far as producing these styles of beers, and they are doing it very, very freaking well. For guys that's brewing in California and not being in New England, they know what the going craze is, and that's these New England style beers. Smells awesome, guys. I'm not getting any hint of that 10.5% or 10.2% alcohol in this. Let me jump back over here. Yep, 10.2% ABV. I'm not getting it on the nose. Now it might be in the taste. I'm not getting it on the nose. It smells awesome. Yep, it is time. Triple IPA, New England style. If that doesn't look like orange juice, I'll kiss your big ass. No doubt about it. That is as close as you can get to orange juice in the glass without it being orange juice. It's got beer in it, 10.5%. You better have a designated driver if you're not drinking this at home. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Kyle. Awesome taste. I am getting a slight hint of the alcohol, just like what Kyle said. I'm tasting a little bit of that. It is not off-putting. It is not burning my throat. Got to realize, you're drinking a 10.2%er. A lot of times it's hard to hide that ABV. Like I said, it's not burning. It's not off-putting. I've had 7% beers that have more alcohol taste than this. This is not bad at all. And even that, you would not want to cellar this beer. The hops are going to fade over time. The ABV may subside. Kind of doubt it on this particular style. There's nothing like bourbon or anything like that that's going to hide it or do anything crazy like that. Drink it fresh. Just remember you're drinking a 10.2%. It's not going to drink like a session beer at 4.5%. It's just not, it's never going to happen. But it's there. I got that slight hint of a little bit of alcohol. But like I said, this probably wouldn't be the first beer of the day that I would choose. I would drink something and work my way up to something of this magnitude. And if you drink this one first and you're going to drop back to a 7 or an 8.5%er, this is going to overpower that unless you clean your palate and wait a little time in between that, maybe having something to eat, some cheeses or crackers or whatever. This is a great beer to finish up the evening with. I'm not sure that's what I'm going to do tonight, but you would definitely want to have something a little less ABV and work. Maybe this may be your second beer or third beer of the evening or something like that, and work your way up. And that's what I do, guys. I start off with a lower ABV beer and work my way up to these bigger beers and maybe finish up with a dark beer. That's just how I do it, because I don't want the bigger beers or the darker beers to overpower what I'm going to have next if I do have a next one. So that's why I work my way up. It's worked for me for years now, guys. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Kyle. Wow. That is delicious, guys. It is so smooth and easy drinking. Especially for where my palate is now, guys. At 2,900 plus beer reviews, I know how to to drink beers according to ABVs and styles of beer. You wouldn't want to drink this and drop back to a pale ale or a Hefeweizen or something with a lot lower ABV, because this would have overpowered it, and it's not going to taste the same, guys. Work your way up from a lower ABV beer up to the bigger beers and finish off with the bigger beer or the darker beer, as opposed to starting off with a 10 or 15% dark beer, then drink a pale ale behind it. I mean, this is, you're not even going to taste it hardly. So you got to know how to do that, and that's my recommendation. Start off with the lower ABV beer and work your way up to the stronger beer each time, or even a darker beer, because the darker beers have so much taste with the roasted malt and a lot of times bittersweet chocolate and dark fruits and molasses and stuff. You wouldn't want to have that, then go to a session pale or an IPA. You just don't do it. That taste is so awesome, so well made of a beer. That's why these things sell out, guys. That's why they sell everything they produce right out the door. Don't have to send it to a warehouse or distribution. Alright, let's do the back end pour. Don't think it's going to change any appearance or anything. Could not get any clouder, could not look more like orange juice here, guys. Look at that beer. Wow. Alright, it's right out of the fridge. Let's sip on it for a little bit and see if I'm still just impressed when we come back for the final shot. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Like I said earlier, slight hint of some alcohol in there. Not off-putting, not burning or anything like that. You're drinking a 10.2% triple IPA. Very hard to hide all of that alcohol. They do a magnificent job, as far as I'm concerned, of hiding that alcohol. I think this is a very tasty beer. I think it's a world class. I think it's outstanding. Monkish Brewing, we've done 3 of theirs in a row here now. I think they have done all 3 of them very, very well. This is the biggest one I think I've had from those guys. We did a single, we did a double, and now we've done a triple. They've all been New England style IPAs, very orange juice looking in the glass, unfiltered. Awesome job. They've got the ABV on the can. They've got the can on date on there. They don't have to do that. They sell everything out of the brewery. Everything sells out at the brewery. I think what they're doing is freaking awesome, guys. Very, very tasty beer. And I take that alcohol taste with a grain of salt, realizing I'm not drinking a 7%er. This is a 10.2%. This is a triple, which is actually not even a recognized style in the beer judging categories. They classify it as a double or imperial. But once you get to the 10% or above, a lot of the breweries call it a triple. It's awesome. It is absolutely outstanding, guys. I don't know if I've ever had 3 10s in a row. I can't recall if I have. If I have, it's only because I've done 3 trilliums in a row or 3 tree houses in a row, and I don't recall having 3 of those beers that were 10 in a row. So we might have 3 10s in a row. It might be a first. The aroma is off the chain, guys. Grapefruit, pineapple, pine, orange, mango, apricots, peaches, everything you want if you're a hophead lover or a New England style lover, which I am. Wow, absolutely delicious. Like I said on the previous 2 beer reviews, I can't think of a single thing that I would change. You got to realize you're drinking a magnitude beer of this, 10.2%. Definitely one to have at home or to have a designated driver. You wouldn't want to drink even one of these and try to drive and go through a road check. If you have to blow in that meter, you're busted, especially in this state. So drink responsibly, guys. If you're going to drink this magnitude of a beer, have somebody that's going to drive. Have a designated driver. Don't want to see anybody looking at that flashlight at a road check, and you're outside touching your nose and walking the line, and, or even have an accident and hurt some innocent people. So that's why I do all of mine here. Yeah, right here. I ain't driving. I just gotta walk back here and fall down. Final joke. Absolutely outstanding, guys. I love these beers. I absolutely freaking love them. Wow. I wish I could get these beers here. It wouldn't matter if it was a 7, 8.5, 10. It wouldn't matter to me. The double dry hop, the single dry hop, the New England style beers are a pleasure for me to drink and review for you guys, because they are absolutely freaking outstanding. Especially the breweries like Monkish and Treehouse and Trillium that do these beers exceptionally well. Guess what? Three cans in a row, guys. This is a 10. It's absolutely outstanding. It's a 100 for me. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever had 3 10s in a row, guys. Especially from the same brewery like this. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.47 out of 5. Nah. I could not disagree more. If this does not blow your hair back or your socks off, there's something that you don't like about this style of beer, you probably shouldn't even be buying it. If it's not one of the best tasting New England style beers you've ever had, there's something going on with you. So, let's go over to Untapped. And Untapped has it at 4.61. Almost the best numbers I've ever seen from those guys. It doesn't get a whole lot better from these guys. Incredible. Awesome beer. Could not look more like orange juice in the glass than this one probably did. So, I stick to my guns. 100 for me. Outstanding, world class. If you're a hophead and you like this style of beer, this will blow your hair back and your socks off. Absolutely outstanding. Nothing else we need to say. I mean, if you can't tell that I'm a big fan of Monkish Brewing beers, you're probably smoking something you shouldn't be. With that being said, guys, if you've had this one from Monkish Brewing, this is their Adios Ghost 10.2% triple IPA. Other than having a slight booziness to it, which actually subsided a little bit after I drank on it for a little while, because your palate gets used to what you're drinking. First sip or 2 or 3 even, you get that. By the time I did the final chug, I'm not getting that alcohol. My palate's got used to what I'm drinking, and it's absolutely outstanding, awesome. So that's where I'm going to put it. I'm sticking to it. If you don't agree with me, I understand that. I'm grading it on what I think the beer should be, just my opinion. We've had 3 Monkish Brewing beers, a 7, 8.2, or 8.5, and a 10.2, and they were all 10 beers. New England style beers, very cloudy, orange juice looking in the glass. I love these beers. I wish I could get them here. I really, really do. And if they were around here, they would know who I am, and I would have a reserved parking place in the parking lot, because I would be there all the time. Every time they release something new, I would be there. And if I could buy them here, you would see them in the refrigerator lined up all the time. So, if you've had this from Monkish Brewing, this is their Adios Ghost, their triple IPA, 10.2%er. Awesome beer. 3 10s in a row, imagine that. Like I said, I don't recall ever having 3 10s in a row. Awesome. Alright guys, till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.